This had no, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, I'm confused. Hi. So I wasn't entirely sure if we cared. I wasn't entirely sure if I cared. So rude. I didn't even know that this was happening because I don't really keep up with these things, but I happened to be on Instagram, maybe? And I saw that Jaclyn Hill was launching new complexion products. I'm always interested in concealer, okay? And this is the Perfecting Concealer, okay? So I got Fair Yellow and I got Fair Neutral because you just never know. And to be completely honest with you, Fair Neutral looks more yellow to me than Fair Yellow. So there's that. As usual, I have primed my face using simply moisturizer and my sunscreen. That's the glow that's going on right now. So I'm gonna try this on top of my dark circles with no color corrector. And that's kind of the reason that I wanna use Fair Neutral because it's a little bit darker and it has some warmth. And maybe I'll go in with, what was this shade? Fair Yellow to do a little bit of highlighting. But I just wanna test the actual formula. So it does feel pretty nice going down. Like not super duper thick. I'm gonna blend that out with the top of my LC Cosmetics Velvet Sponge. Definitely doesn't look as dark on my skin. Same thing is happening here. It's just being eaten up. What the fuck is happening here? This is very weird. I've never had this experience with a concealer before. It like went down, like I put it down, it sat there for a second. Don't cut any of that so that they can see. Notes to myself. I put it down, it sat there for a second, I went to blend it out, it stayed in a patch right here, and then as I tried to blend it out even more, it literally just disappeared. The first thing that I try to do in this sort of situation is think like, did I do anything weird today? Like, did I use anything on my eyes? No, I didn't use any kind of an eye cream. I did what I do every single time. I'm gonna try to apply one more coat of that. Do you see that? What the fuck is happening here? Do you see that? My sponge isn't too wet. I don't understand. It's super duper patchy and it's clinging to my skin. And then as I blend it out, or try to blend it out, it disappears. It just gets like eaten up by my sponge completely. This does not happen with any other concealer. It's not going on my skin. Do you see that? What the fuck? And then I try to blend it out. It gets all patchy. And then it disappears. It just goes onto my sponge. It doesn't blend out on my skin. I'm so confused. Okay. So I don't really know where to go from here because I've never had that happen with a concealer before. And to be completely honest, if you've watched any of my concealer like comparison or review videos, there are very few concealers that I'm just like, I hate this. I feel like I can usually make that work, especially since now my preference is towards like slightly more hydrating, a little bit more lightweight. I'm not like dying for that coverage anymore. This had no, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, I'm confused. I'm gonna have to just say that this was a fail. I have nothing for you. This has been just a fail. From this experience, let me just try to like use the other shade and highlight. Wait, is that what I did? Let me just like put it on the tops of my cheekbones and just like see what happens. Because it seems so nice when I put it down. It seems like opaque, but like lightweight and like creamy. Maybe I'll use this sponge. It's the same fucking thing. Do you see that? I try to blend and it gets patchy in one area. And then I blend more and it just goes away. I don't understand. This is very, very weird. I'm gonna have to watch other people's videos. I thought it was working, but do you see that? Right here. So it sits like super patchy right there, and then, yeah, I don't, and then it just this is so confusing. Yeah, this was a huge fail. I'm so confused right now. I'm like, because this is going so badly, I'm like, is there some other factor? But if there isn't, which I'm trying to think, like, what is that, like, is it the time of day? Did I drink too much tea this morning? Like, what's going on? I think this is the worst concealer that I've ever tried. Or it's at least in the top 3 of the worst concealers that I've ever used. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to just like keep trying it, I guess, at some point and see what happens. But that was a horrible experience, like all the way around, man. I don't know. I hate to be that person because I'm not. I feel like I can typically make things work for me, but yeah. That was disappointing. I hope that this was helpful. Can't recommend any of that. But if you did pick up any of these products, please let me know what your thoughts are. If you love them, maybe I just got like a really bad batch or something, or maybe I'm just having a serious off day because I am confused. But yeah, I don't know. I hope this was informative in some way, and hopefully you can, shed some light if I'm like totally wrong. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Just confusion. A cloud of confusion. What do I do with these now? Ziva?